Hey everyone, I've been getting back into Minecraft the last 3 weeks, and I've been working on a survival realm with my friends. Since I finally got Elytra, I thought I would do a tour of my world. This world has been done in 95% survival. The only thing that was done with commands was giving myself spawners to be able to make an XP farm over there, and just recently a duping station over here. So this place is called the Laboratory, and uh, we just started as a little hobbit hole in the ground, and I'm just going to go through the projects that I've made sort of in order. So first we have the slime farm, and as we go down here, pretty soon this ground will disappear, and then we can see the layers. There's about 9 or 10 layers in here. Um, we conveniently had a slime chunk right next to the spawn chunk, so that was really nice. There's just a system that collects slime balls there with mine carts up above that come and stop in these positions, and then they grab the slimes through this area up into the silo. We had a horse, but I think one of my friends lost it. So this is just a really basic farm. I don't really tend to it anymore, and the majority of the animals have been killed for drops and stuff, since we've made some micro farms with different animal stuff in the basement. So all of this is going to get renovated, and I'll show that in the next video. So then we just put a bunch of sugarcane around here, and we started making this area. So then first we just had normal single chests, like single lines of double chests for some items, and it was getting really cramped, so I made an auto sorter system. You can put anything you want. So let's take some redstone, some lapis. Do we have any sand? And some dirt. And these ones are just overflow. For the ones we get a lot of, like cobble, dirt, uh, stone, like that. So you can put what you want in here, and as long as it's in the sorting system, it will arrive in the different chests. I think it's sorting through dirt right now, so this is getting dirt first, and then the redstone will come here, and then the lapis will come here. So that just goes in order. The next thing I made was a super smelter, and my buddy made this enchanting room. The super smelter is not very good, and I'm going to be making a better super smelter by KK and Elijah. I call it like the mega smelter that I'm going to build is much better than this one. This one will skip one of the furnaces for ore and one of the furnaces for fuel. It's kind of weird. The next thing that I made was this skeleton farm. And this was one of the few things done that wasn't in survival. I moved skeleton spawners when we found one. I moved them into that room. The skeletons come here. They get pushed on the ice into the soul sand elevator. They land here, and they're one hit. And you can just get a bunch of stuff. So sometimes this will end up in your inventory if you're too close, but it's on a hopper, like a system into a dropper, that whenever items go into it, they get brought up and into the silo area, which was one of the next things that I built. Okay, I'm in the silo area. So there is a slight problem with this, which is that it will overflow, and there are overflow systems, but it looks like the beets have filled up. It's a really simple system. It just has an item sorter on top with water flowing there, chests, and then these will drop items out of it. Looks like this has overflowed and then gotten confused in the dropper that is supposed to automatically get rid of items. So we're just going to go down here. It's a pretty simple system. It just has an observer and some redstone behind it under that block over there, and a comparator coming out of the dropper. It just puts them in and then releases them. Looks like this one got full or something. It's weird. It's overflowed and it's not working. I'll have to deal with that later. So yeah, above here is farms that I made, and if I can get to a good spot to launch. Alright, so these are unary bits, simple farms. I have potatoes, beets, carrots, and wheat. There's a villager trapped inside. Ooh. I'm gonna go into spectator so I can show you. There's a villager trapped inside, and while this villager tends to all the things, he's a farmer. This one has his inventory filled with seeds. This block right here that I'm looking at, you can see it's 7 block on the left. What that means is that crops can actually get planted here. When they receive a block update, they will pop out. So we can see he walks in, he plants, and immediately it's going to pop out as soon as it receives a block update. And he's trying to throw items to this guy. And once he empties his inventory of potatoes and walks back over the pressure plate here, it will pop this out, and that means that he always wants to come back to this point. So there's a bunch of layers. There's carrots, beets, potatoes, and then wheat. The wheat gets made into bread automatically by the farmer, unfortunately, so we have to have a wheat farm, and that was the next thing that I built. So I'm going to go back inside. So down here is the nano farm area. We have some duping machines. Here's the nano farm for any sort of seed item. The way that it works is you take this, put in your inventory. These are filled with bone meals, they're droppers, and then you just go and your inventory fills up with wheat. Although these might be out of bone meal, so that doesn't work right now. Here is sheep and cow and chicken. The chicken one is simple. Whenever an egg is laid, it pops out here. They get hit with lava. Whenever they grow up, they die. Here is a little bit more complicated. They have to wait till they grow and they hit this, but you can see there's baby ones in there. They grow, and their drops are in here. A lot of chicken. That's about to fill up. These are really cool. This is Acheron's design for duping rails. And it just dupes a fuckload of rails. It's really nice. I can put a link to it in the video description. And then here's a carpet duper. My buddy has red carpet because he likes to carpet things with red. But you can put any color and it just dupes a bunch of carpets. This is sort of like the basement of the laboratory. It's sort of cool. And then we just put them all in here for now. So the next thing that I built once I had the rails was a way to get to the desert mob farm, which is what I built next. But while I'm here, I'm just going to show you the AFK fish farms that I have. They're really simple. Just grab a rod, stand in here, it triggers the tripwire, use a macro, or just hold your finger down and you'll fish. We have 2 of them with overflow chests down at the bottom. And then from there we have a lot of enchanted books. Just recently I got a mending one, which I have duped with a duping chamber that I made outside, which I'll show you in a second. Okay, so the next thing I built was a duping chamber because we finally got Elytra and I wanted to get Elytra with Unbreaking 3 and Mending. I just mentioned earlier that I duped these mending books. The way that it works is really simple. You need a spawner, so that's one of the few things that I've done in with commands in this world is given myself spawners to put here and then for the EXP farm. So I haven't been here for a while, so we're just gonna have to wait, it seems, for some to spawn. So there's a lower chance in lower difficulties, and this is normal, so I believe it's a 7% chance. So you want to get quite a few zombies in there, so we're just gonna wait for a little bit so I can actually show you how this works. What we can do is press this button. They drop down in there. You throw a book. Now hopefully one of them picks it up. Nice. Not on my inventory, one of them has it. The way this works is that we're drowning the zombies. They will turn into drown after a certain amount of time, and there is a clock on the back that waits, and then we'll open this trapdoor and drop them onto the magma. We have a minecart, or a hopper minecart pushed into this with a piston, and then a hopper below it to collect the items quickly. They're going to be turning into drowned, and at the precise moment they turn into drowned, the zombies will also die and then be holding the book as well. So the book is going to arrive in here. There's the book. Now they're drowned. And there's another book. So I really only want to do this with enchantments and stuff like that that we fish up from the AFK fish farm. It's nice to put that on like the Elytra and stuff. All of these tools that I have were done pre having having that. So I kind of wish that I'd figured that out before, but all of these tools were AFK fished up to mending, and took a couple overnights of both me and my buddy AFK fishing up. So this is a system that I really should utilize more. It will switch the flow of the water and make it so that all the items just get vented into here from the farm. Once I sort out this area and get a decent amount of stores of the different, like, you know, bread, potatoes, carrots, and beets, I'll just switch this switch. I'll put the lever on, and it's on a inverter, and it just switches, and the water goes in here and then destroys the items. So once I get that figured out, I'm going to have that system on. Oh yeah, so I'm working on Comet 107's iron farm here, and I know that the mechanics are going to get changed, but I really don't care because it is, one, awesome to build. I'm having a lot of fun doing it. Two, supposed to produce 7,200 iron per hour, and I really need iron. So I'm building this out, and I have both of the platforms mostly done here, and then it just needs to have some detector villagers put out. I'll put a link to his video in the description. It's really good farm, really good YouTuber. It's really nice and has answered quite a few of my questions that I've had. So yeah, that's my world. It's been really enjoyable getting into Minecraft. These last 3 weeks or so. I used to play back in alpha, beta, and right after the release. I think the last version that I touched was the Nether update. Yeah, it was a long time ago. So, thanks so much for watching my video, and thanks for being such a great community. It's been awesome to come back and see everyone else's creations. I hope that you've enjoyed seeing mine. Alright, bye.